alone on the stream next time. And I might actually do Divinity as well at some point. I do have the game. It was actually gifted to me and Rush by Corsi, I think. Yeah, it is pretty much class. A nice city there. Right, I'm sure a squeaky voiced kid knows amazing things about this city. No, I promise. It's a real good secret. He's camped in front of you and starts stalking rapidly. I know this place where people hide things. Really special things. If you help me, I'll promise I'll show you. Help you with what? Cordy's voice suddenly rises in a pitch and tempo. The Crucible Knights have these daggers made out of March steel. It's the best steel around, except for Durgan steel, which doesn't count because no one makes it anymore. He stops long enough and to catch his breath. Anyway, there is this merchant over by the expedition hall. He has a dagger made of real March steel. His eyes grow large and round. He said he wouldn't sell it to me because I'm a kid, and kids don't know anything about daggers, but that's not true. I know a lot about daggers. I know about the different kinds of steel. I know how Crucible Knights make them in a forge. I know that the tip can pierce low coach scale armor. That one that's good and sharp can cut through bone. See, I know plenty about daggers, and I really want this one. And if you could just get it for me, I promise I'll never ever ask anyone for anything ever again. Sure. I used to have a knife when I was his age. I don't know a better way to learn what you should and shouldn't stab. I say we give him a chance. You can't have a dagger, you'll poke your eye out. Oof, I could lie to him. Grab Cory by the shirt and hold him above your head. How about you tell me that secret right now before I get angry? You can find the secret by yourself and then tell him you already knew it. Ah, that's nice. That's nice, Enderman. There's a problem with that night, but also that because some of the discussions don't play for both of the guys if you are too far away. So the other stream might miss lots and lots of discussion and things the other stream sees when you're playing in the multiplayer. But mostly it actually works fairly well. But yeah, there is issues definitely. I would kind of like to get the dagger for this young kid. Eder also agrees with me. Sounds reasonable, I'll get it for you. Cory jumps up and down, whooping and hollering. I knew a real adventurer would understand. He points to a large building. There's a big merchant over by Admet's den who sells weapons. He's the one with the dagger. I'll wait here, right here, for you. His cab, tooth green, stretched from year to year. I hope this dagger doesn't cost arm and a leg, so I might throw the kid into the river if it does. Hello, I'm looking for a particular dagger made of March steel. Just like the Crucible Knights use? Let me guess, you've been talking to that kid, right? He laughs and shakes his head. I'd be tempted to sell it to you anyways, and let the little rascal learn his lesson, but a pack of adventurers already took it off my hands. Shit. If March steel daggers only given to Crucible Knights, how did you get your hands on one? Ingrun pauses mid-polish, his cloth slowing over the blade. A lot of steel passes through my hands, friend. I don't make it my business to ask where it all comes from. If you give me a small discount at your store, the Crucible Knights don't need to know where it came from either. He grunts and rolls his eyes. Fine. 5% to avoid the hassle. Last thing I need is a shakedown from them, what with my stall being so close to Admet's den and the dozens. Nice, a discount. That's good. Definitely worth saying yes to the kid. Those adventurers you sold the dagger to, where are they now? Folk like that only visit the Copper Lane to crew up at Admet's den, Expedition Hall, or down a pint at the Goose and Fox. And since they weren't heading into the den, well, you got my guess. Tell me more about the dagger. He holds the cloth in his hand. Made out of the high purity iron ore that comes out in the White March mountains. Traditionally, the smiths at the Crucible Keep have smelted into daggers and swords, which they only give to the Knights of the Crucible. Of course, I would be surprised if that kid didn't already tell you all of this, Hickorins. So getting a discount on that guy is actually really nice, because there's 3 items I want to buy from him. Buy all the stuff and then sell him out to the Knights. I may know the adventurers he's telling about. It's the 5 guys I met upstairs, I think. Hey Weaksel.
Well met, friend.
Did you buy a March steel dagger from Igrun? He displays the blade on a flat palm. I did, and a fine piece it is. I don't know of any more circling in the city. Outside, the steel is in the Crucible Keep, of course. How much to take it off your hands? He turns the blade in the light, admiring it, seeing as how there is a sudden demand for this. 100 pounds seems fair. Demand isn't as high as you think. Chances are good that the dagger was stolen or looted off one of the knights. In that case, I'm probably doing you a favor. He frowns. Can't be too careful around the authorities these days, especially as an Orlan. Fine, I'll sell it, but not less than 50. I'm getting my money back, at very least. 50 for a dagger like that? The Igrun is scalping me with the prices. I'm paying thousands for nice stuff. Actually, I'll take it for free. No, I'm not gonna kill these guys. These guys are very nice. Have been nice and offered me a drink, so... Deal. Pleasure doing business with you. So yeah, if I paid 50 coins for the dagger, that 5% discount on the vendor there is gonna pay that tens of times for me, because his weapons costed tens of thousands, so 5% of those, it's like at least 500 per weapon, or even more. So I saved at least 1,000 or more, maybe even 2,000 coins. Aren't daggers like 38 copper pieces? Yeah, but this is a March steel dagger. This is not your average dagger. We actually have the dagger in the inventory. It's probably a quest item. Here. Yeah, this kind of dagger doesn't cost 38 CP. This one is probably much more. This dagger is of a fine make. The steel is strong and even, tapering on a razor-sharp blade. The seal on the pommel marks this as a weapon forged by the Crucible Knights. It's fine, accurate, and speed. So yeah, that's not exactly a 38 piece dagger, I would say. I have the dagger right here. Cordy stops pouncing and stares at it, gaping the O. It shows sharp. Don't kill yourself or anything. Toss him the dagger. He snatches it out of the air, heedless of anything else. He yanks it out of his sheath and holds the blade up to the light. I'm going to be just like the Crucible Knights, he saws and chops at the air. He flips the weapon into the air and grabs at the hilt, almost slicing his palm open in the process. His eyes dart away from yours as he sheaths the dagger. So, about that secret, Cory puts his hand up to his mouth and whispers loudly, I saw one of the actors hide something under the loose stone near the theater. Probably something as good as March steel dagger. Nothing as good as, okay. Thanks for telling me. Bye bye, kitty.
Light, flame, and sound.
Yeah, throw the dagger at the kid. Don't get yourself killed. Jump. Oh, he's dead now. Can tell me the secret.
There's something ahead. And what does the flame reveal?
Amethysts. Oh. Scarabs. 3 wooden beetles. This wooden beetle has had a lifelike detail, carefully burned into the carved shell. Tiny barbs are edged onto its legs, and its folded wings bear mazy patterns. Woohoo! This was definitely worth doing. So another summon item. She has a collection of those. So we can summon an army now. So Catacombs is the next. Get some action. We haven't killed anything for a while. My blunderbuss finger is itching to shoot someone in the head. So there's a coast down here we need to find. As silly as that sounds. You'll get another figurine in Defense Bay. I actually bought one, ZRZ. I bought this Ashwood cameo figurine. And the Oaken Scarab. Go to fires first. Why is that Enderman? Do I get another quest down here? You get a quest there too. Okay. Well, I want to get to the paladin as well. Yes, thanks Enderman. Definitely get the quest first. Just feel free to tell me that I need to go somewhere to get something if I'm going to some place. If there's a quest related to one of those or something, that's not too big of a spoiler. Well, it's a quite big spoiler, but it's good. it's all good. Paladin is from Ondra's gift. Okay. Well, I need to go to the first fires anyways to get between these, I think. It takes some time till you get to her. Okay. So I'm gonna not go for her yet. Ugh. Ducal Palaces, Crucible Keep, Dragonbury, Temple of Vodica, Ondra's Gift, Valiant Embassy, Heritage Hill. Just need to do a short quest. Okay.
Politics, infighting, greed, and a shrine to Margaret as well. Her clergy belongs there.
We demand to see the Duke. Can I see the Duke? Vodica is for the Catacombs? Okay. It's also where the main quest line is taking us next, to the Temple of Vodica. So I'm not sure if I want to go in there yet. What is this? This is the Crucible Keep. Ducal Palace. Not sure. Let's go to the temple first. Bunch of cutscenes for the Vodica quest. Okay.
Is this the old church you were looking for?
I guess so. It's kinda nice and cozy.
Praise to the exiled queen.
Oh, shut up.
May her crown be restored and her justice prevail. Come to pay your respects to the queen that was.
A ghost hovers in the middle of the ruins, reciting blessings and prayers. Even as the spirit's form shifts and swirls, it retains the face of an elderly man and robes that mark wealth and status. It turns to you. Who are you?
Lord Ardwellen Rugford III, and pleased to make your acquaintance. I came to the Deerwood on one of the first ships from Adia, and unlike the yokels and hut dwellers around here, I still keep to the old ways.
Well, you're dead. Not gonna read this now? No? It's truly a pity to see what the locals have done to Vodica's house of worship. I was told I'd find Temple of Vodica here.
And so you did. These savage colonists may have burned it down, but worship of the Oathbinder is alive and well. These stairs lead to the main sanctum.
What stairs?
These stairs, of course. The sanctum was always below ground, adjacent to the catacombs, so it wasn't destroyed by the fires.
Tell me where I would find an entrance to these catacombs.
There are various entrances throughout Defiance Bay, but I dare say the easiest to reach is in Copper Lane. I haven't been to that part of town in ages, but as I recall, it's somewhere near the southern gate.
What are you doing?
Worshipping Woodica, the exiled queen and Oathbinder. I come every day to offer my devotion. I'd love nothing more than to book passage back to Adia, but it is my Emperor's wish that I serve in these barbaric lands. And so
Who are you calling a barbar, Rick? I would like to know more about Vodica.
a queen among the gods. She oversees laws and oaths. Everything has a rightful place, and Woodica watches over them all. Of course, not everyone accepts this. Even among the other gods, her authority is questioned. But Woodica is also goddess of memory and vengeance, and she remembers. She'll remember every slight and trespass when she reclaims her throne.
You know that you're a ghost, right?
I beg your pardon? Is this some sort of joke where you come from?
I'm serious, just look at yourself.
A madhouse. That's what this town really needs.
Goodbye. So, Belner, are you feeling okay? Did you catch alcoholism from the Durwoodens? His smile turns nervous as he looks you over, examining you for signs of injury. You were off in your own little dream for a moment. What's going on with you? It's fine, it's fine.
I'm on the trail.
Killed whale. Experience. Spoils await in the treasure. Nice. I should go and talk to the Nuridi in the prison. Check the Wayland embassy. I'll be real.
All these circling feet heading nowhere.
Wayland embassy. Oh, knock knock. Let's go knock some Valiant heads together. Start a war with them. Vicent Agosti.
How do you do?
I'm doing well. What can this humble servant of republics do for you? Tell me about the Valiant republics. They are rich in all ways, in wealth, style, culture. If you were to go to republics you wouldn't want to leave. Why would you? The people are beautiful and charming. I am here because of this Sogret Ducala wishes it. But when my appointment is done, I will be on the first ship out, and I will sing from here to Selona. And if there's nothing else, I must return to my duties. What do you do here? As the Walian ambassador, my job is to ensure trade with Durwood remains strong and profitable. Farewell. What do you have here? Prayers. Dum 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 dum. Select the correspondence of gift bringer item.
A simple test.
On the hunt.
Kind of small embassy. Judging from the outside.
Where there's a pick, there's a way.
Oh, obsidian lamp. 3 shades. Dum 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 dum. So I found another figurine. Yoink. Nice embassy you got here. It was nice visiting you guys. Random loot in the back room there. 3 shades is actually really powerful. Shades were pretty tough enemies in the start. So I can basically summon 8 helpers with those figurines now. Let's go Ducal Palace next. All the figurines. So I just need to remember to actually use them. Although since
Point the way.
she doesn't have much to use anyways. It's easy to remember. So she can have 9 pets now with the doggy. Hey Sidley.
Hail and well met.
Any news to share? Or are you here to see the Ducal Palace? What's the Ducal Palace? It's the seat of government here in Defense Bay. This is where Duke Admet Hadred declared freedom from Adran rule some 150 years ago. She lowers her voice and grins. It's also a hotbed of regional politics. Trust me, the gossip here beats what you'll find in any tavern or brothel in the city. Looking for news. Who are you? I'm a page here at the palace. I deliver a message and run errands for the Duke and his advisors. The pay's not great, but I can't think of a better introduction to politics. What goes on in here? She laughs. Where to start? We got meetings, public hearings, ceremonies, and that's just the stuff that happens out in the open. She leans a little closer. This is where the Duke and his key advisors work, so there's always someone bartering for a favor. Unfortunately, I'm not at liberty to talk about that side of things. But if you want the official version, she clears her throat and gestures counterclockwise around the palace. We got a shrine devoted to Magran, official records, and chamber for public hearings and council meetings. That's nice, CRZ. Tell me about the Shrine of Magran. It's a symbol of Magran's protection of Defiance Bay. She's represented the revolutionary spirit of Durwood ever since the independence, and her involvement in creating the Godhammer bomb only affirmed her importance to us. She scratches her neck. That's also where the first of the sacred fires burn, but Furga, the Tranquil Ardent, has had trouble keeping them lit. What kind of records are stored here? Mostly dual official stuff. Census counts, tax records, militia registers. Now I keep my distance. I got curious one day and got drafted into reshelving half of the records. She owns. Worst day of my life. Is there a hearing going on right now? Sure is. Duke Ever has been meeting with some of the city leaders for weeks now, trying to figure out how to address the legacy. The whole business is terribly secret though. I tried to sit in the gallery during my lunch break one day and got turned away, she sniffs. But a lot of the talk concerns animancy, so there's a good reason they are keeping the meetings behind closed doors. The legacy? Waidwen's legacy. That's what a lot of people call the rash of Hollowborn. The theory goes that it's punishment for meddling in animancy. Why animancy is so controversial? She laughs. Where to begin? Traditionalists think it's a crime against the gods. There's no question that poking around in souls is risky, but the more progressive elements believe it's our only shot at restoring healthy births. And it doesn't help matters that animancy research often involves old Ingvitan relics that were illegally looted from the ruins in Air Glanfeth. She makes a quick twitching motion with her index and middle fingers. What are Hollowborn? She raises an eyebrow. You really are fresh from the road. Hollowborn are children born without souls. They often don't live for very long, and those that do have generally received some kind of treatment from animancers. So what do you think about animancy? Me, I think the real danger of animancy is confusing the real scholar with an expensive fake. We get a new case here every day. Some poor couple in the Gift or Copper Lane who spend every copper they had on a miracle cure for their unborn child. It never works. She shakes her head. Breaks your heart, but there is usually nothing we can do for them. I see. I would like to ask you about something else. Tell me about the current Duke. That would be Avar Wulfgrin. Don't let the title fool you though. Our dukes have been elected since independence. Some find Duke Avar rather coarse. He's a frontier noble. Personally, I think a rough and tumble type is just what Defiance Bay needs. Goodbye. So I guess this is the
All
temple.
right then.
Hey Furga. Most bright Magran flame, transform us with your flame.
Hail, traveler.
The woman's head is bowed as her lips move in prayer. Just as you approach, you catch her glimpsing at the statue near her. She notices you and forces a smile. Praise to be Magran, and welcome to her temple. How may I be of service? You seem upset. What's wrong? Her shoulders slump. This is about the fires, isn't it? She puts her hand on your shoulder. They're just symbols. You can't put your faith in them. Slow down and tell me what this is about. He shies. The sacred pirates all around town. You must have seen the statues of goddess around the city, holding up empty braziers. I kept them burning steadily for 15 years, but I haven't been able to conjure them for months now, and people need to see them more than ever these days. So what does that mean? It's my devotion and prayers that keep them lit, but lately when I try to pray, all I can think about are the Hollowborn all over the city, the grieving families, the refugees. She shakes her head. How could Magran allow us to suffer like this? What strength do we have to gain from soulless children? Durance grunts with a disdain. What strength do we gain from adversity, from trial and test? The fires don't wither because she lacks in faith. They wither because she does not understand how to be faithful to a whore. A whore wants neither praise nor devotion. A whore wants to be compensated for her services, and Magran is paid and pleasured in sweat and struggle and pain. This middling imbecile is unworthy of Magran's womanly heat. And this has shaken your faith? She nods, running her hand through the hair. But I believe Magran may be speaking to me again. She frowns and casts a quick glance in your direction. There are some things you can know without quite understanding them. If I'm not mistaken, you seem to know what I mean. Lately I've been seeing visions. A place in the wilderness with pools filled with sunbursts of color. Strange falls that seem to rise to the heavens, even while they splash into earth. She raises her hands as if framing an image of her vision, and behind the falls is a cave filled with fire, heat, and danger, and some token of my goddess. I know there is something there. Where it is, or how I'd get there. She shakes her head. I've been meaning to ask around at the expedition hall to see if anyone recognizes the description. To be honest though, I don't know what I would even if I found the place. Birthless, like so many of Magran's flock, afraid of her god's tests. If Magran speaks to her, it is to hasten an end to a hypocrite's life, and this vision is surely a death trap for the weak. Durance is awesome, yes, definitely, ZRZ. Yes, Ainuk. Pillars of Eternity. It's a very good game. What is the significance of the sacred pyres? They symbolize Magran's power and guidance, and right now the people of the Defiance Bay need to be assured of her presence. She crosses her arms, staring at the statue. Our neighbors in the Valiant Republic see us as superstitious, but we are just sensitive to the signs and warnings of the gods. Something else? I would like to know more about the temple here. Magran is the most revered goddess among us Durwoodans, so it's no surprise that her temple is part of Ducal Palace. Her fires symbolize trials, revolutions, and blazing of new paths, all which are important to us. She gestures at the statue. This is the first of the sacred pyres. When this is lit, so are all the rest around the city. You can actually use this command, Ainuk, the news command, so you know what is happening around here and when. Froghelm. So that's the Grand Hall. We are not invited to there. It is a very, very nice game. Records Keeper. Hello.
Welcome.
The stern man with graying hair pours. Over at home, he's just withdrawn from one of the shelves. He glances up at you with paggy eyes. Yes, is there something I can pull for you? I'm looking for militia records from the time of Saints' War, trying to find out what happened to someone. The man clears his throat. We've had a number of inquiries about such information. I'm afraid we have had to bar access to the public. Seems there are still quite a number of folks in Durwood who bear ill will toward Red Serens. It would be irresponsible to surrender their names to just anyone. Many came to settle here as refugees. Perhaps if you were more established in the Defiance Bay, things would be different, but I have no reason to suspect you to be any different from the others. We've come a long way. I just need to find out about my brother. I don't even know what side he fought for. You must understand, I have heard many such stories. I'm afraid there is nothing I can do for you. I need to get more reputation in here then. To progress Ider's story. That's good to know. Let's go to the Crucible Keep next. I'm actually gonna run in front of that, save there and go to the toilet quickly. So I'll be back in a moment. A call for interesting patrons. I'll be back in a second. And I'm back. So let's keep going. At least a bit more. It's getting a bit late, but I want to play some more. And of course we have tomorrow as well for some more pillars. Let's go to the keep, and I'm gonna go to the catacombs then. Let's get the catacombs done. And I think that's where I'll stop today. And we'll continue the Defiance Bay tomorrow then. Hello.
Hail and well met.
Aldmar gives you an prizing eye. Judging by the scars on his face, he's lucky to be able to do that much. Every day we get more from hinterlands pouring into Defiance Bay. Keeps us busy on the watches. On the watch it does. Just look. You look like you are recently arrived yourself. Who are you? A soldier of the Crucible Knights, and proud of it. I help keep everything running at the keep so that Commander Cliver can focus on more important matters. Looking for something or just knocking off dirt off your boots? What goes on in Crucible Keep? This is the headquarters of the Crucible Knights, so it's where we store arms and armor, as well as where many of our soldiers debunk. Commander Cliver is in the back, making plans as usual. He scratches a scarred cheek. You'll find a forge in the west end of the building, along with our master smith, Dunstan. There is also a shrine to the golem, if you are a praying type. Okay. Tell me about the Crucible Knights. You are the defenders of the Defiance Bay. We are not exactly a formal knighthood. Don't tell Commander Cliver I said that, he grins. We were the first organized militia to oppose Edron rule, and today we are the largest force in the city. Our soldiers undergo years of combat training, and our officers are required to have their souls read by that cipher out in the Dunderdrow. What's this about Dunderdrow? Just a requirement the Crucible Knights, so the higher-ups know there's nothing messy built in your soul's past. Aldmar widens his stance. Keeping the ranks pure is fine by me. I just wish they were more careful in hiring their ciphers. What's wrong with their ciphers? He shifts his weight and glances at the hall. They're mostly Orlans. I'm sure they are talented enough, but you just can't trust them. Hostility is in their nature, and they've learned to hide it over the years. He frowns and crosses his arms. All I'm saying is they should be at least supervised by other folk. That's reasonable enough, isn't it? Orlan thingy. If people treated me better, you wouldn't have to worry about them being so hostile. Aldmar shrugs. I'm just speaking the truth. Nowadays, it seems that's the biggest crime of all. That's all. Hello, Viola. The Justiciar's gaze flickers over to you briefly before returning to the novitiates gathered in the training area. If this is about the patrols, my novitiates are already stretched to their limit. Between the refugee influx and the mess at the Heritage Hill, I simply don't have any units to spare. After a pause, she looks over at you again. I'm sorry, was there something else you need? Is something wrong at the Heritage Hill? She lowers her voice. What isn't wrong is the real question. A whole district of walking flesh-eating corpses. We sealed the area 2 months ago, just after I lost one of my finest commanders there. And yet this is the second guard rotation to disappear. There are already enough rumors of the place floating around the keep without my soldiers whispering about these disappearances. She shakes her head. I would just as soon abandon the district, but if those monsters should find a way out, I could look into it. She steps back and regards you. After what I've just told you, you want to go to Heritage Hill? I've lost trained soldiers there. Why should I let you in? Anyone in? You got nothing to lose. If you are so eager to rush to your death, I won't stop you. She quietly looks at one of the novitiates. And if you are somehow able to put a stop to this, you've got my permission to enter the Heritage Hill. I'll send a word to the guards at the gate. Tell me about the Heritage Hill. Used to be one of the most prestigious districts in Defiance Bay, but a few months ago, residents all went mad, started eating each other, and anything else that had the bad luck to wander into the district. I've never seen anything like it. Now every novitiate that stands guard there, everyone that comes back anyway, talks of the stench of the grave and groans of unspeakable horrors. She holds up one plate-clad finger. The why and how are questions for the Animansars. I've sealed the district in hopes of containing whatever happened there. It seems to be working for now. If there is nothing else, I must attend to my duties. What do you do here? I'm in charge of the keep's novitiates. I'm responsible for their training and patrol assignments. She nods at the group gathered in the training room. They're good soldiers, and they've been quick to adapt to new challenges. Okay. So, brain-eating nom-nom people in that area. Dum 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 dum. Close the doors, steal everything.
Nice and quiet.
Unwanted, new task. Crucible Knights are calling for an arrest of an Orlan named Eorn. Apparently he's eluded capture thus far, so the Knights continue to hunt for him. Edict of arrest I found is recently dated.
A simple test.
Penhelm's affidavit. Curran, a cipher duly appointed and employed by Dunderdro, does hereby certify a novitiate A.M. Penhelm has been found to have a soul free of any subversive influence or tainted essence. The scroll is stamped with the seal of Dunderdro and signed by both Penhelm and Curran. We are not doing anything here. We are just leaving. Where's the smith dude? Here's the forge, but nothing else.
A simple test.
Oh, Penhelm. Let's talk to Penhelm before anything goes too bad. Oh, there's the Dunstan. Hello.
If this is about the breastplates, I already told Cleaver they won't be repaired till next week.
Cleaver. What do you do here?
I'm a forge master. I'm a master smith for the Crucible Knights. But the way I see it, I'm also keeping up with our old traditions. The first members of our order were smiths. Nowadays, most everyone's a professional soldier. I suppose it's to be expected, but I think it's important we keep up with our roots, too.
Tell me about the Knights.
We were all smiths back in Hodred's day, though I'm about the only one here who still gets his hands dirty. We're a fearsome fighting force, though these days I think Cleaver takes more pride in our parade formations.
He thinks of a progressive man, but he is obsessed with soul lineages and connections to Durwood's heroes of old. He picks up his hammer again. Other than Dunderdro, who really knows about any of that though? So we cannot buy anything from you. Sadness. Well, hello, Penhelm. We came to beat you up. The young novitiate's armor is recently shined and his hair is clean and neatly combed. It's hard to believe he's ever seen battle or that the scarred antique breastplate he wears could possibly be his. Are you looking for something? Does the name Osric sound familiar? He sniffs. If you got any self-respect, you won't associate with him, or with any of his new friends at the Expedition Hall, for that matter. Scamps and delinquents, the lot of them. What's the story between you two? Osric has always held some controversial opinions, but they went overlooked for a longest time, because his family has such an extensive history of service in the Crucible Knights. He frowns and crosses his arms. He finally went too far. He had a girl to suggest that we had strayed too far from our roots, that some of our officers were beginning to resemble Aedirn nobility. He rubs a spot on his bracer with a silk handkerchief. He would have us all were Ravspawn and fight with Forge Hammers. I mailed reported statements. That history made the Knights what they are now. You can't just cast it aside. What good comes of this sentimentality? We have outgrown that past. He waves a shining gauntlet. Sometimes you need to move on. It is pretty much a story time with Bell, Klaus. With this game. Sagani frowns. Outgrown it like an old sealskin coat. You adapt with the times, sure, but that's a bit naive. I don't see the problem. He putters. People change, organizations change. The Crucible Knights began as a militia of blacksmiths, but Dunstan's one of the only officers who can wield a hammer these days. We are professional soldiers. Isn't that what you want, defending a city? Besides, a novitiate has no business maligning his superiors. If the Knights obsessed over their past, they wouldn't have grown in the fighting force they are today. Pelham nods, would agree, and that's why Osric has no place here. He says your affidavit is a forgery. Just what would he know about that? It's perfectly convenient for him to cast aspersions, what with his pedigree in the Knights. He folds his arms. He blinks at you. It's a lie, of course. Is that his breastplate you're wearing? It was. He looks down and admires it. It became property of the Crucible Knights when he was discharged. Now it's mine. And it's not for sale, if that's what you're wondering. Not every day you find armor that was used in the rebellion. Enough about Osric. Tell me about the Knights of the Crucible. We are the primary defenders of Defiance Bay. The Order's founders were the first to rally for Durwood and independence. He waves his hand. Of course, that's ancient history now. Now we are the most prestigious company of soldiers in the Durwood. It's a glorious line of work. He scrunches up his nose. If you can forget about the barracks, that is. Was there anything else? How does someone become a knight? We don't take just anyone. Our members share soul legacies with the very men and women who defended this land for a century and a half ago. He shifts his weight and coughs. Anyhow, Commander Cliver is responsible for the initiations, but he rarely accepts foreigners. Farewell. He seems such a spoiled prick, to be honest. Oh, this looks like the barracks. Is no one here? Oh, close the door. Oh, hello. Nothing to see.
I can do that.
Hello, Justiciar. Can you piss off and close the door, please? I'm trying to...
I can do that.
do cleaning here. 16 gold coins?
A simple test. I'll see it done.
I'm on the trail.
Ogren's fire casts light in dark.
Nice and quiet.
On the hunt.
Yoink. Altar. Is it Altar the Golem? Which is something...
We just don't have the manpower.
That's my line in for additional quests.
Refugees from every corner of the Deerwood. The dozens getting them all riled up about animancy. At this rate, we'll need twice the soldiers to patrol Defiance Bay. Yes? Can I help you with something?
Why don't you have enough soldiers?
Fleetbreaker Castle. The High Justice has summoned almost half of my novitiates, and more of my justiciars to a keep on the other side of New Hailmar. It's not for me to question the High Justice's orders, but it's left us short-handed. And mark me, we're just a couple sparks away from anarchy.
Quite being dramatic, you chose this carrier. What's wrong? Can't keep bunch of desperate, homeless, half-starving civilians in line? My cruel and clever nerves started twitching a bit. Is there any way I can help? I know how to handle myself. He gives you a thin smile. Always refreshing to meet someone who'd rather fix problem than complain about it. Forge Master Dunstan is working with an Animancy scholar to build what we are calling Forge Knights. Warriors that can patrol our streets without suffering fatigue, obedience, or fear. Some agitator throws a rock at them, we don't have to worry about things getting out of hand. He's constructed the armor, but we need the scholar's research. Unfortunately, she hasn't been around last few times my novitiates have checked. Vianna lives with the rest of the Scriveners out in Copper Lane, but I haven't the soldier to spare at the moment. Go to the Scrivener's dormitory and see if you can find her. When you get the research, just bring it to Dunstan. This is his area of expertise anyway. Once you've brought him the research, he can sell you any arms and armor if you have need. He forges and repairs all of our equipment. You won't find a more capable smith in Defiance Bay. Was there anything else I can do for you? You are in charge of the Crucible Knights? Here in Defiance Bay, anyhow. The High Justice is the leader of our order, but he's currently stationed at the Fleet Breaker Castle. My job is to oversee our force in the Defiance Bay and keep an order for the Duke. Have a nice night, Forcer. Tell me about the Knights of the Crucible. He crosses his hand behind his back. We are the only professional army in the Defiance Bay, or in the Durwood for that matter. We defended the city in the Headless Day. We've improved our training since then, but Dunrow can certify that many of our officers come from the good Durwoodan fighting stock. Now we are responsible for patrolling the city and keeping the peace. With so many refugees pouring in from the countryside, that's become more important than ever. Unfortunately, that's earned us enemies, particularly among the dozens and some of the more enterprising families in Defiance Bay. What do the dozens have against you? He snorts. They are demagogues and troublemakers. They forget that Defiance Bay is one of the largest cities in the world and not some frontier outpost. Most of them are mercenaries on a good day and street thugs for the rest of the time. Needless to say, they have no patience for law and order. Tell me about these enterprising families. House Dominel, namely. They are one of the city's oldest noble families and largest criminal organization. Their patriarch, Kedmar, has been trying to take advantage of the turmoil to expand his operation. We've kept on top of him, and he hasn't been too happy about that. I see. Goodbye. So that's the Mafia family, basically. I made angry earlier. So good job, me.
I'll see it done.
Anything nice you have here? No, it's just fine.
A simple test.
Yeah, I'm just testing your logs here. And stealing our logs. Bye-bye. So that's the keep done. So many quests and stuff to do in this city. They just keep adding more and more stuff to me all the time. It's gonna take a while to get this done. That's what I like about these RPGs. They are so damn long and so much to do. This is also gonna be... I'm actually uploading this playthrough to YouTube in half-an-hour parts. And this is gonna be like billion-part series again. So sorry about the YouTube's people for the spam. I'm posting 2 videos daily now. I think it's gonna take a couple months to get all the videos out at this rate. Reading all text and basically going over everything in the game is taking some time. In a good way. So we'll do the catacombs here as the last thing today, and we'll continue to Heritage Hill, the whatever the other location was. Ondra's Gift and Brackenbury tomorrow. Let's go down. So there was Temple of Vodica exit or entrance is down here. There's some trolls and some coast down here at least. Judging on the questing is. So we'll see what do we actually find down here.
I'm on the trail.
Well, that's the troll. Whoa, greater black ooze. Let's go here. Just one troll on a bridge.
Oh, my head is spinning. Stand clear. I think I'm gonna vomit. That's it.
Well, that troll exploded. 3 hits, 3 crit with my blunderbuss on that guy. And boom goes the troll.
Dead on!
That blunderbuss is just amazing. And these oozes are actually fairly
I'll take a look.
easy. Let's kill the slime in here as well. If the small slimes or the normal slimes are this easy, the greater slime shouldn't be too bad. I looted him earlier, ZRZ.
So much for you. So much for you.
I might be a bit over leveled for this area.
Dead on!
Just a feeling. This is part of the main quest line anyway, so you probably don't have to be very high level to get here. Hireling paid A. Oh no, my 400. Actually, I don't have that much money at the moment. How's the keep in general? This is a very easy deal for you too, yeah. Minus prestige. Minor reputation with killer whale negative. Can you piece off? Yeah. I mean, those slimes were fairly early enemies. They were basically in the first Sporlings. I remember those being nasty. But the slimes were fairly early enemies in the first temple as well, in the first town, so... Not the greater ones, but those smaller ones have been around very early on in the game. Oh, hello, Eorn. Only monsters that I hate are the goddamn shades and shadows. Those were super annoying. With the summoning and everything. and teleport? Yeah, exactly, CRZ. This small Orlan man appears to have pulled together some grates and scraps of cloth to make rather sorry-looking little camp. The thick fur on his limbs is matted, and his clothing is smeared with blackening grime. He looks startled as you enter, his eyes widening in alarm.
Good day, stranger.
After a moment, however, he smiles weakly. Hello there, I wasn't expecting any visitors down in these parts. He glances around the dim room. Have you seen a woman named Robina? She shakes his head. Sorry, but I don't know anyone by that name. I know I'm not the only one down here, however. I hear voices now and then from across the canal. Sounds like they're coming from the northwest. What are you doing down here? Jorn grimaces. I've been a little down on my luck lately. Didn't have anywhere to stay, so I thought I'd come down here. Nobody pokes around in the catacombs much. Not until you, anyway. You'd be Eorn then. The Crucible Knights have put price on your head. Eorn's mouth falls open and his eyes widen. After a few moments he turns away, his brows furrowed. I thought they would want to keep things quiet at least. I didn't think they would. Eorn sighs heavily. Very well, it's true. I've been hiding from the Knights down here, but it's not what you think. He ducks his head. It was an accident. It's been hard on me here in Defiance Bay, but I suppose I thought if I got involved in the city's business, if I made the right friends, I would get easier in time, and it did really. I made a name for myself, a place. People actually listen to me when I talk. Well, they used to. People can get very passionate about these things. We were discussing, I think it was shipping agreements of all the things to fight over. This one night, this man, he got very angry. I think maybe he had a little too much at the inn. Eorn pauses, and I guess he didn't like an Orlan talking back at him. I struck him. He came down towards me, and I hit him, and he went over like a tree. I guess he struck his head on the way down. Eorn lowers his gaze and shrugs helplessly. Turns out, he was a knight. The Crucible Knights don't care how it happened. They just want me gone. They won't let me live long enough to see the rope. Please. He looks at you with a bleeding expression. I just want to get out of this city. The second I get the money for a passage, I won't trouble anyone again, I swear it. I live quietly, but you can't, please, you can't tell me them I'm here. Take prisoner? I won't let the Knights take you, but I can't just let you go free. Nah. Here. This should be enough to buy a passage out of the Defiance Bay. Eorn stares at you in disbelief, but this is... His face twists as he struggles for words. They said you were a kind soul, but I wouldn't have imagined. This will see me out of the city and well away. I'm not sure I could ever thank you enough, but here, take this. I hope it's some use to you on your journey. You have my lasting gratitude, friend. I should get ready. Would I get rapid foreclose of crit multiplier bonus? Do I have close? I have accuracy +3. I'm gonna get the crit bonus on myself, and I'll give the accuracy to Sagani, or not. Yeah, you can get it. You actually have probably reflex already. No, let's keep them. No. Hiravias gets those.
I'll take a look.
Let's take a camp here. I'm just gonna grab the supplies there. I'm gonna get fatigue anyways, probably soon.
I'm on the trail.
Might as well. You'll deal with shades in the Defiance Bay too, just wait. Oh, great. To be honest, I kinda expected that with the...
I can do that.
Heritage Hill. Human skeletons. Hello. Ranger, skeletal ranger.
Hey.
Oh, you have something to say?
Strange place for a shrine to Abidan, Crucible Keep. Maybe it made more sense at some point before it gathered all that dust. The only thing the Knights of the Crucible worship these days is the nobility, as far as I understand it.
I knew some soldiers who got recruited by the Knights after the war was over. They told me about it. They get these young kids in there and they tell them about blacksmithing and about revolution and about tradition. Talk about the golem like he created the Crucible Knights in his forge to go win Durwood's independence. Then they join and it turns out all any of these knights ever talk about is when are we going to get recognized as a real knighthood? When are we getting our titles and our land? Their High Justice wants to be an earl. Says it's Abidan's will. He's got a castle and an army. You wonder how long he'll wait before he starts a war over it, saying Abidan told him to. It seems like some members do still take their ideal now. And the nobles will respond that their gods told them they are the only true nobles. Trouble with having all these gods is you've got support no matter how dumb your ideas are. Maybe we had the right idea of blowing some of them up. Less of them to hide behind. Oh, thanks, Eder.
Hey.
Discussion with Eder triggered these.
Hey.
That's it!
For Aethys!
I really like the blunderbuss on my guy. It's so nice. Just boom your guy. Skeletal wizard. Oh.
You're not getting through me. Of course, you're not getting through me.
That's it!
Quiet.
Leave it to me! Leave it to me!
Dead on!
For some reason, all of the party decided they don't need to attack.
Die! Leave it to me! Leave it to me! Huh?
What is it?
Die! All right then.
Slow and silent.
Loot. I guess we need to go down here. Deal with the funky shrooms. Might actually have to use spells against the shrooms. They were really deadly. In the other cave, the dang spores. Is it a troll? It is a troll. Uh-oh. Oh shit.
Dead on!
What?
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison.
Varathus!
Uh-oh.
How may I help?
That group will get a fireball to the face.
What?
Hey,
Yeah?
Yes?
Poison!
Actually, no, I have not heard. Haven't heard my own guy say the poison line yet. First time.
Ready!
Those sporelings make a great sound.
I'm here.
Well? How much are you?
Yes?
That's it!
Dead on!
Poison! Hardly fair.
Good idea, CRZ.
How may I help? I shall.
Oh, that's not the rolling fireball.
Lava will be on seek.
Dead on!
Lava will be on
not to alarm you.
Oh. I think I aggroed some more monsters there. It's fine.
Dead on!
Slowly dying.
Oh crap, the tank is
Ready.
mind controlled.
That's it! Oh, almost had it.
Let me try again.
Aye? Lava will be on seek. Yet
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison.
It's
I'm
fine.
here.
how may I help?
No need to be alarmed. If you die a bit from a poison.
Lava will be on seek.
Why don't you shoot your thingy? Can you get that roll as well?
Lava will be on seek.
Come on, Alf. Just shoot the lightning. It's only a troll.
Yes? Aye?
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison.
Strange why he doesn't use the spell every now and then, even though I'm telling him to do it.
My head is spinning. Stand clear. I think I'm gonna vomit.
Been poisoned.
Troll is though, Endermere, but it's not as fun.
I shall.
Oh, people. Don't kill him.
All right then.
Kill that.
You're not getting through me.
Yeah! For Anthus! Need a fighting hand here!
Shut up.
Leave it to me. You're not getting through me.
Die already! Ready!
Dead on!
Me too.
Oh. Hirvi's dead. Best tactics ever. Just run in there, it's fine.
Dead on!
So much for you! For Anthus!
You're not getting through me.
It's a lot of sport.
That's it!
Dead on!
They definitely lost a lot of their scariness.
Huh? I shall be discreet.
Dead on!
With that blunderbuss, my own character is pretty much built for just a shock damage in the start of the combat. He just unloads the blunderbuss, and then all the spells he has available for massive damage, because he has
something.
Focus in the start of the battle as well. So this side almost done now.
I'm on the trail.
Black ooze. Blunderbuss is very slow in use, but it does so much damage when you shoot with it. There we go. 6 hits with my blunderbuss on the slime there. It's just bang, you're dead.
I'll see what I can find.
And after that I can just start throwing billion spells.
Leave it to me.
2 hits. 2 crits and 4 hits. And almost got the slime.
Dead
In
on!
one shot.
Die!
Is it the normal blunderbuss?
What
no,
is
it's this lead speeder. It bypasses damage reduction and reduces damage reduction and has extra damage. So I have this godly lead speeder. So it's a really good weapon.
I'll take care of it.
Slow and silent.
I just need to take the talent for reloading it quicker. And it's gonna be godlike. It's already pretty godlike. Found it or bought it. It was a quest reward. Zerasi.
For Anthus! Leave it to me.
So much for you.
Yes, so much for you. Boom.
Shall be discreet.
It was in Durwood, the Durford, the village.
I see something.
Chanter's have a spell that lets ranged characters reload faster. Yeah, I know. But that would require me to use Kana, and Kana is kinda low on the interest on the characters to me. Plus, he seems not so great, to be honest. Although, so is Sagani.
I see something. That's settled.
Ring of Searing Flames. Nice. Grants Combusting Wounds. Nice. Nice. I guess you could take this. You need more stuff to do anyways. I know Netquist was using a lot of ranged weapons on his playthrough and using the Chanter ability and other things. And he apparently was able to play through the game very easily with that combination. I can imagine it being very powerful. Although
keeping an eye out.
Some I think Arbalest was really OP and it was nerfed, so it's not that powerful combo anymore. Temple of Vodica. Let's not go there yet. Let's go check this other part first. Skeletal fighter. Come and fight me, Skellies.
Ready.
Can you please not kill him? Careful up, traps up there. Yeah, I'll be careful. I mean, I'm sneaking most of the time anyways, and using my guy as a spotter.
Alright. Then.
Oh, hello.
Ready.
I know, just stay there.
Aye?
No fireballs left. Sadness.
Well?
Oh, I know what to do. Hello. Ouch.
Hey.
Yeah?
Yes?
Yeah?
Big pepperoni? Yeah, pretty much. It's just boom, you're dead.
Hey.
Oh, almost had it. Let me try again.
Of course.
Ouch. We're gonna need to rest.
They won't see me coming.
Let's do a camp here.
There's something ahead.
Nice hint about trap there. Lots of traps. Must be something nasty in here if there's so many traps. Revenant. Helig of Ten. You're a familiar name. Revenant. A lone figure is that in tattered robes shuffles across the chamber, muttering under his breath. As you approach, the figure halts and swivels its head toward you. Its haggard visage is a labyrinth of wrinkles and sores overgrown by moss-like beard. What's this? Who disturbs Helig's work? Its voice rattles and gurgles like that of a drowning man. You're Helig. Danton sent me to look for Rowena. He leans back and bursts into a raucous laugh. His threadbare robes drift apart, revealing an amulet and a ragged wound running from chest to throat. It spatters a black viscous fluid on the floor with every cackle. That old fool is still alive? I do hope he still doesn't bear a grudge for that incident. It was so very long time ago. You may want that to get looked at. What's this? He points a gnarled thumb at the wound. A long story. I was one of the first animancers in the Dyrwood, practicing necromancy too, which is what put Dalton and his Northwatch Rangers on my trail. He cackles, making a wet, burbling sound. Dalton believes Rowena is in the catacombs. He seems to restrain another bout of chuckling. Oh, you could say that. If you were to retrieve my grimoire from Moidred, I'll let you in on the secret. Alright, what do you need me to do? When Animancy started gaining popularity, I came to Defiance Bay in hopes of finding a place where my research would meet with more acceptance. Worked at the Brackenbury Cemetery for a few months when I met Moidred. He spits a black cup of black blood on the floor. Let's just say Moidred and I did not see eye to eye. Got so bad we were threatening to kill each other on a daily basis. Obviously, that bastard made good on his threat. He crunched Jack fingernail along his oozing wood, sank a dagger into my chest while I was sleeping, and bumped my body into the catacombs. You used the animancy to save yourself? Oh no, Helig waves self-rotten hand. This is magic, and it took a great deal of rather timely preparation, I must say. Even so, it merely anchored my soul in this decaying husk. Nothing like the life that was stolen from me. Helig lets out a rattling sigh. And yet you see what little Engvitan magic can do. My mind is my own, my memory is fresh, and my work can continue. And Moidred keeps all that is precious to him in a trunk on his laboratory. Just as he stole my grimoire, he offers you a key with a claw-like hand. On your way to Brackenbury Cemetery then. Bring me my grimoire and my revenge, and you can have your Rowena. He chokes on a burbling chuckle. And if there is nothing else, be on your way. What are you doing down here? Research. A hodgepodge of animancy and necromancy. I have peace and quiet as well as an abundance of supply of subjects. What are those creatures behind you? Just a few of my personal projects. Sorry souls stuck in their mortal shells. Their flesh is dead as mine, though their minds are not as well maintained. They flock to me like worms to drakes. They are not half as intelligent, but he watches one as stumble into a desk. They serve for amusement. I was just exploring the catacombs. The figure aims a gnarled finger at the door, then go, and thank God I'm not hungry. I think I might just kill him, to be honest.
On the hunt.
There's something ahead.
Maybe not. I might just loot your belongings. Rite of Untamed Wild. Survival. Tarnished locket. This silver locket is dented and tarnished. A faded portrait of a young noble woman still rests inside. His face has been worn away by time.
I see something. That's settled.
Yeah, let's try to kill him. I'm not really happy about stealing a grimoire. I'll steal the grimoire later on for myself. But I'm not really happy about giving a necromancer, a dead necromancer, who is in the middle of life and death.
Hey, Gorst.
I'm not really planning on giving him
Gorst.
his grimoire.
Ready, Watcher.
Aye?
What? Yes. Ready.
How may I help?
Where's the wolf? Anyone see the wolf? There he is. You killed him from the start. I'm probably killing him as well. I got a key to steal the Grimoire, so that's good. But I'm definitely shooting him in the head with a fireball.
Yes?
What could go wrong?
Lava.
Oh, come on.
Lava.
Oh, that Revenant got so bright.
Yeah?
He even didn't know what hit him.
Need something? Yes.
Aye?
I'm here.
Oh,
Hey.
Doggy, it's coming.
So much for you.
Of course.
Well, he didn't live long. Ooh, fine scepter. Helix Grimoire. Fine robe. And Soul Ward Amulet. A soul prowls within the bloodstone like a caged Stalgar. It's filled with fierce, restless energy. Who are you? You see an image in your mind of a woman in a heavy leather armor bearing twin daggers. Next to her is a man, young and handsome, who calls her Rowena. The vision shifts to a windswept plain next to a lake. 50 men and women in matching leathers lay dead, their bodies contoured and deformed by some sinister sorcery. Rowena falls among them, her body collapsing next to a young man you saw earlier. She is too weak to speak, but the name Dalton appears in your mind. A lone figure strides across the battlefield, barely bothering to step over the corpses. His eyes are filled with unnatural light and fixed on Rowena. He reaches out to her, and what little life remained in her body departs. When he takes the amulet from around her neck, you feel her anguished soul trapped within it. With a final contemplative glance at the fallen Dalton, the man departs. Dalton sent me to find you. The soul pulses with warmth. It fills your mind with memories of a young man who's both bold and generous, but fury and despair know those images away, until all you can feel are cold crimson walls pressing against you and something loathsome feeding of you as the years fade into decades. What do you want? You see an image of the amulet shattering, and the soul inside rising and dissipating among the stars. I have not met the guy yet, so I don't know, Enderman. I have not been in the place. I know all of these spells. This Grimoire is garbage. And the rope is also garbage.
Huh?
So he had like nothing. So we need to shatter the amulet for the coast, or give it to Dalton, I guess. He said he's in the sanitarium, CRZ.
Margren's fire casts light.
I think. Yeah, he said he's in the sanitarium. what the heck? That was really loud and sudden. Older robed man in front of you looms, the ghastly follow image of the man who was present at your awakening. He casts a pale, sickly light in the dank corridor as he regards you.
You are from Kratom, my boy.
His words are an echo in your mind from a long time past, and you know your response before you speak it, as if it has always been. Yes, I was born there.
A remarkable city. Truly one of the most impressive we have encountered outside of our own. Many exceptional people who have joined our cause come from Kratom. What made you decide to join our order?
Nothing. I went through dark times. Nothing made sense. That all changed when your order came to my homeland.
Little makes sense in the false contexts much of the world has lived under for so long. It is by the mercy of the gods that our faith has been able to reach so many of the heathen in more recent times. Are you ready to take the oath? To spread the word of the gods to the lost and heathen?
I am. Oof, that sound is so damn loud.
Keeping an eye out.
Probably not the best sound work right there. Having something that loud just explode into your ears.
There's something ahead.
Gloves of manipulation, mechanic and dexterity. That's for me. What do I use? I use crit multiplier. I won't use crit multiplier anymore. I need mechanic skill. And crit multiplier. There you go. I love. I only have 8 mechanic skill so far, so until I have 10 skill, I'm probably using those. Half magic. I have no idea how to pronounce your name. Hello. Half mag. The mercenary eyes you warily as you approach with weapon readied. What are you doing here? You don't look like one of that masked cloth. Relax. How would I know to be here if I didn't belong? He thinks carefully then nods. Alright then. Go in and report to the Acolyte, and she'll give you your assignment. They should be just about finishing with their meeting in the big chamber. Any idea what's going on around this place? Word of advice. Don't ask questions. Just go and do what you're told. Know anything about this place? He shakes his head. As far as can tell, we are underneath first fires, probably under the ruined temple. Farewell.
Light, flame, and sound.
You guys could have done a really shitty job at looting this place. Let me give you a hand on that.
Margaret.
See? You guys have missed all kinds of things here.
Light in dark
Find road, protection, and stuff. You have a mask in your inventory that makes you avoid all the questions about why you don't have a mask. Do I? What is that in the corner there?
On the hunt.
Which mask is that, CRZ? Alot falters and brings hand to his forehead. He takes a staggering step forward, coughing and sputtering.
Back, ye clod! Those hooded fiends are nigh to be trusted!
Alot, hey, now's not the best time for that. He grimaces, catching his breath. It's nothing, I'm fine. He coughs again. This probably isn't the best place to linger, anyhow. Let's go check this area first.
Nice and quiet.
All your food belong to me. Hello. How's it going?
Where there's
I think
a
you
pick, there's a
left your
way.
chest lock here. Let me help you. Thank you. Oh, it's the initiate. Hello.
How do you do?
A lone figure paces back and forth, tapping his fingers at his sides, muttering to himself. He jumps when he sees you, his hand on his chest. By the flame, you startled me. He pauses and leans forward. Where's your mask? That's it. I knew I had left it something at home. Well, don't let anyone inside see you without it. They're keen on anonymity. Oh, yes. That meeting. Tell me about the meeting. This must be your first time. The Acolyte communicates with each of us individually to hear our progress on old tasks and to assign us new ones. He shivers with a mixture of pleasure and dread. It's a unique process. She's a cipher, so she can speak to you without words. Fascinating until you realize she can probably read your thoughts just as easily. What do you know about these tasks? He laughs nervously. Only what I absolutely need to. We protect the secrets of the gods, so discretion is essential. He waves a hand between the two of you. We received our instruction from the Acolyte, just as she receives hers from someone else, and so on, right up to the Grandmother. Our role is to obey, knowing as little about the overall plan and each other as possible. Tell me about these secrets. He jumps back. You shouldn't even be asking. Whatever they are secrets for a reason. Our job is to guard them, not to know them. How can you be so be confident you're doing the right thing when you know so little? He snorts. That's easy. The Leaden Key has been around for ages by the blessing of the gods. You only have to look around to see perils of trying to usurp divine power. Killing a god in the Saints' War has cursed us all, and the heresy of animancy has only worsened matters. Try to replace a soul, you inevitably end up with a monster. It's all been a warning. There are some powers we just shouldn't have. I see. We've been entrusted with important work. It's an honor, but not without its challenges. You need something else? I'll be ready for Initiate's meeting soon. Honest. What are you doing here? He resumes his pacing. I've been practicing the pass phrases. I know them backwards and forwards, but I get so nervous every time I think about repeating them to the Acolyte. He wrings his hand. You can practice on me. Okay, he ushers in a deep breath with fluttering hands. Here goes. First question. State your name and purpose. Answer. My name belongs to the gods, and my hand to their service. Second question. What company do you seek? Answer. I seek the company of the shadows. That our labors may remain secret. Third question. Tell me about your labors. Answer. To see that the craft of Keith and Wilder does not disturb what bones the gods have buried. Fourth question. How do we know your purpose? Answer. You shall know it by the confession of my tongue, the deeds of my hand, and the oath of on my soul. Fifth question. And how is your oath guarded? It is sealed by the Leaden Key. He sighs with a nervous chuckle. That wasn't so hard. Try it again. Illuminati confirmed. Oh, was it Grandmaster? Grandmother. Whatever. Yeah, the reading might not be the most correct thing on this channel. I know I've misread a lot of things during this. It's fine. Sounds like you've got it. I do, I think. He bites his lip. I'm just going to practice a few more times by myself before my meeting. Can I borrow your hood? Of course not. He clutches at the edges, as if you threaten to rip it of him. The Acolyte will kill me for sure if I approach her without it. And I'll kill you if you don't give it to me. Fine, take it. Just on the Acolyte, you got it from me. Alot leans toward you and mutters between clenched teeth. You can't be serious. Thanks. Boudica hood. A dark mask bearing the stylized countenance of Boudica is attached by the thread on the black hood. Worn together, they obscure most of the defining features of the wearer's head. Oh, that's a new mask for him, Durance. Can you enchant this? Sadly, no. Illuminati. Yeah, this is very interesting company here. I'm also interested by that graphical bug on the map there. It's also interesting to run here with a full party, and only one of us has the mask. You hear murmurs and chants on the other side of the door. A ritual of some sort is already underway. I should probably go alone with the mask. Continue into the chamber alone. You open the door and stride into the chamber. Shrouded woman. Several shrouded figures are lined up across from a hooded woman. The figure at the head of the line approaches her, and the woman places her outstretched hand on the stranger's forehead. They stand in silent communion as you look on. A few moments later, the stranger steps aside and resumes his place in the circle around the statue. The woman turns toward you. You are late, attendant. Sorry, traffic. You know how it's in the Copper Lane always? All those carts and stuff. I just couldn't get past there. I'm sorry. Even though her face is concealed, you sense her rage in her dangerously low voice and in the sudden silence of the others in the chamber.
I've been waiting on your reports. Quickly now, state your name and purpose.
The woman beckons you closer with curling fingers. She rests her open hand on your forehead, and you feel the heat from her palm through the thick material of your hood. Her voice is so low and soft that you're not certain whether she's speaking loud or in your head. And to fight them? Nice. None of your business. My name belongs to the gods, and my hand to their service.
What company do you seek?
Well, you know, the bedroom kind of company. Is that an offer? Shit, there's too many good options to tell her in this discussion. I almost feel like pressing 2. I seek the company of shadows that our labors may remain secret.
Tell me of your labors.
I would rather show you. Ugh. See that the craft of kin and wielder does not disturb what bones the gods have buried.
How do we know your purpose?
I asked you first. You shall know it by the confession of my tongue, the deeds of my hands, and oath of my soul.
And how is your oath guarded?
I've had enough of this. It is sealed by the leaden key.
Welcome, attendant. Tell me of your exploits.
Her voice reaches you as a whisper slithering into first into one ear and then to other. In your mind, you see a building, magnificent with trellis and tiles, and located on a pristine boulevard. The wealthy and learned stroll in and out, trading knowledge and coin.
Does he wait still?
Yet it also houses misery and madness. Somewhere within its rotten core sits a man, his hair matted, but his eyes alert. He watches and waits, a prisoner by choice. The acolyte's question echoes in your mind. Does he still wait? I don't know. Yes, no, maybe, perhaps. Can you repeat the question? Yes.
Did they arrive?
The acolyte's vision takes you out of Defiance Bay and to town in the wilderness with Watermill. A signpost on one of the paths reads Durford. Several figures huddled together, shrouded in cloaks and hoods. An image of ruins suddenly looms in your mind. 2 skeletal effigies flanked cleft in a mountainside. Did they arrive? I don't know. Yes?
Your information shall be relayed. Now, for your next task.
The ruin fade from your mind, and in their place is a palimpsest of a neighborhood. Rundown estates are cobbled around a cemetery and an ancient tower. Savage shapes prowl the streets, and in the tower a man hunches over a strange mechanism. You can't see him clearly, but there is something unnatural about him.
Stop him. And above all, don't let him meet her.
You see a woman, deathly pale with a scar over her heart. The acolyte shows you a door in the basement of the tower, seemingly impenetrable slab of stone and copper. But then she shows you the invisible split between perfectly matched halves, and you understand how copper veins convert a command into action. The command comes to your mind, surprisingly familiar about it. You know how to open the door. Actually, I'm here to stop you. I hope I can still fight them after this is done. I shall. Her hand rests lightly on your head. Have you any questions, attendant? Show me the prisoner. What is this place? This is what remains of the Temple of Boudica. The Acolyte shows you a grand structure surrounded by the faithful. The fires of revolution destroyed everything above us and left the remains abandoned. Perfect for our purpose. Remind me about the man in the tower? Okay, that's the same thing. Stop him, my battle dog. Could I see the vision of the ruins again? Okay. Show me the prisoner. Who are you? I am the Acolyte. That is all you need to know. Farewell. Oh, don't come in here.
Yes.
And now we kill them. Let me get my proper hat on. You get your gimp mask. Quick save, and we kill everything. Minor adventure. See that? Go, Kana.
Hey. Course.
Hello. How's it going there, sharded man? I hope you're having a good time. Because it's gonna become
Yes.
very, very not good time in a second. Have you seen this fireball before?
Yes.
Yes, you have. You do the spell yourself. Maybe
Indeed.
not from there. Why doesn't it actually go into there? Well, we'll try it. Dum 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 dum.
Lava.
No, just lava Rubio in the face.
Lava.
There, good job.
Huh?
That's a pretty good hit, actually. Well, you were the Acolyte. You are now minced meat. Or very,
How may I
very
help?
burned meat.
Yeah? Well?
Was that a fireball? That was a fireball.
Almost tapped. Let me try it.
How?
Yes.
That hurt you. Meanie.
Need something?
Aye?
Prospect worth some rock.
Well?
Need something?
How may I help?
Hey, Joe Bunk.
Yes.
How may I help?
Oh, you're a healer?
How may I help?
I know what to do with the healer.
Hey.
There we go. Kind of push over. The Cypher lady pretty much died at the start. Junk. Masks. Lead key. A lead key covered in dark blue hued patina. Yoink. I got your leaden key.
Hey.
Your secret group might need some additional members. Ooh, Torque of Defiance. Ooh. Where does it go? Exit somewhere. Want to buy resolution selection? Hodl is not liking streaming at this bitrate. That sucks, Joypunk. I wish one day we'll have resolution options, because that would be amazing and so helpful for a lot of people. Not usable by droid? Oh, it's a ranger thingy. Yeah. Well, you ranger. What do you use? Minders. Yeah, you get the torque. Someone else gets that. Here, obvious. Actually, I might get it myself. Nah. Yeah, Kirabis can keep it for now. So, are you traveling, Joypunk, or why are you in a hotel? Hopefully for a good reason. Should I kill the other? No, I'm not gonna kill the other guys. Let's check the Acolyte's Novice. What is this? Displaced image. Curse of Blackened Scythe. There we go. Let's actually throw these in the box. We can sell these because we know basically all the spells. Yeah, I know all of those. Those can be sold. Have a nice night, CRZ. I should actually stop soon as well. Well, I'm stopping once I'm done with this place, which probably is now. I don't think we're gonna kill any of the other guys. They're just mercenaries. We'll just head off from here, wherever this happens to go. So hopefully not into someone's backyard room. Like, oh hello. Did we take a wrong turn there? Oh, it just comes here.
Oh, whatever happens, at least we're out of that mud hole, Gilded A moment, please. I feel I should explain myself. I grew up in Gilded Vale. Quaint. That's what I meant to call it. No, you had it right.
Let's go talk to the guy and return the quest. Like, well, we're done.